Canada's Prime Minister has apologised over the discovery of hundreds of unmarked graves at a former boarding school for Indigenous children. Justin Trudeau says Canadians are horrified by their government's decades-long policy of forcing Indigenous children into church-run schools. He's now asking Pope Francis to come to Canada to say sorry for the abuse they suffered there.
A field of pink flags, all marking the place where a gravestone should be. Carol, who remembers being subjected to abuse at the Marieval boarding school, was one of the luckier attendees.
I feel like I won. I feel like that they couldn't take the Indian out of me. I feel that I lost nothing but my language, but I could gain that back. They didn't take everything they thought they were going to take from me. They didn't take it. I still have it here.
Carol was one of the 150,000 Indigenous children forced to attend Christian schools in the name of assimilation.
They discouraged everything of our own culture, of our own people. They didn't want us to practice our own spiritual activity. You know, they discouraged our powwows, they discouraged our sun dancing, they discouraged our feasting.
Physical and sexual abuse were rampant in the schools where thousands of children died. The cause was not recorded in more than half of the known deaths. The secrecy has caused trauma for many, only to be triggered again by the discovery of Marieval's unmarked graves. Uncovered with radar mapping, the sites are believed to have once been marked with gravestones that were later removed.
Removing headstones is a crime in this country, and we are treating this like a crime scene at the moment.
Canada's Prime Minister apologised on behalf of the government after the discovery and called on the same from religious bodies.
I have spoken personally, directly, with His Holiness Pope Francis to impress upon him how important it is, not just that he makes an apology, but that he makes an apology to Indigenous Canadians on Canadian soil.
The Marieval excavations were launched after 215 school children's remains were found at a similar school back in May. The discoveries have encouraged First Nations people to continue their search for more graves.